All right, we got the recording going. Okay. Good morning, Christina, Karen. Good morning.
Good morning.
Just letting everybody pile on in, and I'm going to talk about some plays we're looking at. We took AMD yesterday. That worked out pretty good, and we're swinging it. Well, I actually closed some of my profit, some of my positions yesterday, and I'm swinging AMD all the way down. But we got some other plays that are really interesting. We're going to take a look at too. And then later today, for those that are looking to just get some of the basics like setting up their trading view account, because I have people ask me how, well, like, what are my trading view settings, and um, so stuff like that, or setting up the account the right way. So all that good stuff, we can go over that as well later on this evening when the markets are closed. But I like using a dark theme on TradingView just because it's easier on my eyes. So it's easier for me to look at. And I did a few little modification with the bars and stuff like that, so it looks different than your standard chart. I can help you guys, set it up the same if you like. But it's just a preference thing. It's easier for me to look at a chart when it's a dark theme with those certain conditions.
So I have my TradingView account set up already. For me, it was more on the technical side of it.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I guess because when I originally started looking at TradingView or training, it was more so the technical analysis, dealing with all the indicators, which was, I guess,
Yeah, and I know it might be like completely left field, hearing me say that I'm the anti-indicator guy.
well, that's the
So
first thing I said when I was going through my training. I was like, can't we read these charts without all the clutter? Because I didn't like the clutter.
exactly, exactly, and I'm glad you looked at it like that. It is clutter, it is noise. I see charts, and you guys probably have picked up that I don't really like having bars or graphs or arrows on my chart. So you can imagine me having a 3, 4, 5 indicators. It'll drive me crazy. So it's nonsensical, it's illogical, it has never worked. Like independent studies all across the board have proven that indicators do not work. So it's not like a matter of an opinion or a personal feeling. Like any credible source points to them not working. So maybe it's disappointing, maybe it's frustrating. I'm not sure what it is, but it's just like I wish people could just look at the evidence, the raw data, the facts that's right in front of us, which suggest indicators don't work. They're a waste of time. They're a waste of effort. The only way, the only way to be a successful, profitable trader in the long run is to learn how to read charts and to trade like a professional. So now people don't understand like how I know we're all looking for these big moves and big gains, but some of these small moves are so massive, and sometimes we undervalue that. So if you're talking to someone that's trading the financial markets, just trading it, trading every day, and they do a 20% yearly return, that is amazing. If they're outpacing the S&P 500, that is amazing. Okay, so that is amazing, amazing, amazing. So I was talking to somebody, who was it? And they were just telling me like this is like their first or second year just being consistently profitable. And I was blown away. So for some people that are new to trading, they think that when you're good, you're making 190,000% in a week. That's not exactly the case. You show me somebody that's made 20% in a year, 30% in a year, I am incredibly impressed. Incredibly impressed. You show me their projections where when I'm looking at their performance chart, there's not super swing highs, super swing lows, where it looks like, it's more of a steady incline. I'm incredibly impressed. Those are the type of things that when you become more professional, more disciplined, that you look for. I don't care if you make $10,000 from $1,000. Okay, that's great, but can you consistently do that? One, you're probably lying, but two, if you're not lying, can you consistently do that? Show me how. Show me your data. Show me your research. Prove to me that you have a method, a system in place. How do you handle your losses? So when you see all these frills online where people, claiming results, that is for the ignorant. That is for the newbie. That is for the people that have no better understanding. I don't want those type of people. I don't want a person that's looking for me to turn their 1 grand into 50 grand by the end of the month. That's just not my person. But someone that wants to apply a system, wants to apply a discipline and a skill set, now those are my people. So that's what I look for. That's why I try to educate on is one, having the right mindset. One of the things I'm going to do very soon, if not next month or the month afterwards, I'm gonna bring in a guest. He's going to talk about high stake betting. That's what he does for a living. And although there's a lot of things that won't serve us when it comes to trading in his profession, there's a lot of things that do in terms of his mentality, in terms of his emotional discipline, in terms of his relationship with money, and those things are valuable. So more so than anything, I can give us all the exact same system, and we'll all have exactly different trades. Well, not exactly, but if I give my system to 10 different people, there's a high probability there's different trades amongst each person. Because somebody's more fearful, somebody's more greedy, somebody's more patient, somebody's more disciplined. And I'm gonna use that AMD trade. No, was it AMD? It was a SPY trade. One of the first SPY trades I gave you guys, where the trade went in drawdown 10, 15, 20%. It was something like that. And so for some people, when they go and draw down 15, 20%, they're cutting the trade. That's a standard practice that's perpetuated a lot in options trading. Is when you're 20% down, cut it. So that same trade ended up doing, I forgot, was it 100% or 80% or something like that? I don't remember, to be honest. But it ended up doing really well. It was one of our more successful trades, actually. So with that being said, had I not been there for the guidance that, hey, everybody relax, hold this trade, we're going to do what we're supposed to do. If that was just a trade that everyone was trading on their own independent will, somebody would have definitely cut that trade at 20% loss. Somebody else would have cut that trade as soon as it broke even and said, oh my God, thank God I'm breaking even. I'm out of here. Somebody else would have cut it as soon as it went up 5%, 10%. It would have been a completely different thing. So that's what I try to teach, is really the mentality. The skill set, disappointingly, is not even the majority of trading. Maybe 10%, maybe 10%, 90% is you. So, when I talk about trading and I bring this bravado, and I bring this energy, when I bring this confidence, it's because I want it to spill over to you guys. Not saying y'all aren't confident, all that stuff like that. But I want that to spill over, because the trading is actually the easy part, believe it or not. It's how you control your emotions and how you control your mentality towards it. Virtual AMD should push you try to get out soon as mark over, hold it and why. So let me pull up AMD. We have time for the market open, so I'm going to pull up AMD and let's break it down. I'm just waiting for everyone had a chance to get in. LeBronte just made it, so let's get to AMD. Where's my chart? One second. All this stuff. And thank you for the question, Daryl. I'm pulling up AMD now. Then I'm gonna share my screen. So we will talk AMD and exactly what I'm doing and why. So everyone's piling in still. So I just want to make sure everyone had a chance to get in before I got too far into it. Okay, so we're looking at AMD. I'm about to share my screen. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go AMD. So guys, let's replay AMD, and we're gonna start from the top to the bottom. Now, if you guys remember, we had AMD here. I'm gonna put my little indicator back on. So we had AMD here, and we had this break over here. Oh, it's already there, so I don't even need this. So we had this break over here. I said, once we break below this level, we're going to sell. And what did I say? So let's make sure I don't mince any words. I don't change anything up. Hold me accountable. I have to be consistent 100% all the way through. I said that I'm going to have to put these arrows back on as much as I hate them. I said that we are taking a longer contract because, one, we are targeting a 100 AMD at 100. That's the first target. It's actually 85, but the first target is 100. And I didn't speak on that at all. I should have mentioned that. But 100 is our first target. But what is the maximum pullback that I'm looking at? The maximum pullback I was looking at is 125 to 127 up here. So if we did pull back up here and form a double top, which we didn't, then if we did, I need enough time on my contract to amount for this move, meaning enough time to get up here, enough time to settle, enough time to come back to break even. And I said, what is that time looking like? I said, okay, it's additional week, additional 2 weeks at most if we decide to pump up here, come down. What ended up happening? We dropped down. So the simple answer is I had no idea if we was going to go straight up or straight down. That's the simple answer. The more complicated answer is that I felt that we were going to sell, therefore I put in puts, but I had to hedge against the fact that it might go and draw down a little bit. So I took a longer contract. Whichever one works for you is fine by me. But I took a longer contract put in order to account for this pullback. Now the market dumped down, and now remember, hold me accountable. I said we had all of this box and this box was structure. So we was cognizant, or we was aware of the structure, meaning the structure in this box and this box is likely to slow price down. So if I'm selling into structure, that's another reason why we have to take a longer contract. But what ended up happening? We punched all through it. Like it was like butter, like it wasn't even there. And no matter what price did, this structure still exists, guys. I mean, it's still here. We just punched through it. And that's what happens in trading. Sometimes you just punch through it. So now what? So if we just pop down here and we settled at 117 in this range by the end of the trading day, then I would be more inclined to hold all of my positions. But the fact of the matter is, we dropped all the way down to 112. Let's call it 113. So if we effectively drop from 123 to 113, we dropped $10 in one session. That's a big move. Understandably, we had news coming out with Biden's speech, but Biden's speech for me, and this is me, there's a wide range of subjectivity when it comes to this, but Biden's speech for me wasn't a high impact event. I didn't expect Biden to say anything or do anything to change anything, and not to be political, but I just don't think Biden's about anything, just in general. Like, I just don't think he's about a bunch of anything to begin with. So I didn't think he was going to bust a grape or do anything to make my outlook on the markets change. And from a technical perspective, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, so I don't get into politics, especially in my professional space. But when you look at just technical analysis, Donald Trump, when he was in office, he was more impactful or volatile in terms of making the markets move. He was very, very volatile. Now, when especially if he was trading gold at that time, extremely, extremely volatile. This is not opinions. This is just matter of facts. It's not me saying I'm for Trump or I'm for Biden. I'm just telling you that Trump has bigger effect and had a bigger effect on the financial markets. Keep your feelings to yourself. This is just a fact. So when Biden does stuff, he doesn't really have that big of an effect on the financial markets when he speaks, rather. So I didn't expect a high impact event. High impact meaning we drop to 113, then we wake up and price is 127. So Trump could possibly make a move like that happen. Biden really can't. Not that he can't, he hasn't. So there was no need. And the things in Russia and Ukraine is mostly understood as far as how that situation is environment. There's not a ton of speculation in terms of the markets and how they're moving. However, when I saw this big dump down from 123 to 113, technically we still need a retrace regardless. We still need a retracement regardless. Price still needs to bounce back up. I gotta take this alert off because if it hits me one more time, let me just pause all my alerts real quick. Stop all. Yeah, let me just stop them. Okay. So the market is now open, and you can see we went from 113. Let's call it 113. Now we're trading about 115.50. Let's call it that. So there's no need to do anything. If you're swing trading, I'm answering your question there. If you're swing trading with the intention to swing trade, there's really no need for you to do anything. The market can go all the way back up to 115, 118, 119. That's all part of your swing trade. And I mentioned this beforehand. I said, hey guys, if you have a problem with giving back some of your profits, then if you haven't developed that muscle yet, close your trade. Close your trade. At the end of the day, this is about you and your profits. So if I say, hey, I'm gonna put you in a trade, and let's just say you're up 50% or up 30%, But guys, we're humans, right? You don't pay your bills in percentages, you pay your bills in dollars. So let's just say that 50% for you is $500. And if you need that $500, or if you got into a trade where you over leverage a little bit, we're supposed to, or if you're in the trade and you're like, man, I really plan on holding it, but I'm really not as patient as I thought I was. These are honest things you have to have with yourself. And if you feel any doubt, any fear, any anxiety, any pressure, close your trade. I'll be happier knowing that you close your trade and you came to me and said, hey, I was up 20%, I was up 10%, I was up 50%. I just need to get out of it. I'm like, cool, bro. Cool, sis. All right, let's talk about it. Why did you do it? And we can start to slowly build that muscle, slowly build it. You don't need to have that muscle, you know, built necessarily day one. It might take you a week, it might take you a month, it might take you a year to really. When I first started trading, I was scalping, guys, because I was an idiot. That's why. I was trying to make quick little money, but the more I trade, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna take this trade, I'm gonna leave it alone for a week, I'm gonna leave it alone for a month, I'm gonna leave it alone for a quarter. Like, be up 10%, go back down to 3%, then be up 20%, then go back down to 16%. Like, now I'm so comfortable to take trades. It's okay. Like, certain things are not going to change the overall direction. Like that Facebook trade, I got in Facebook at 340. We went from 340 to 300, 300, 320, 320 to 300, 300 to 330, 330 to 200. So it's like I smacked Facebook, but I gave back my profits like 3 times on it. So a lot of people aren't comfortable with that, and you're not wrong for that. You're not wrong. And that's why I try to explain all the time. It's like, do what is right for you. Because if I have you trading like me, stressing you out, having you anxious, having you, jittery, then you're going to end up making mistakes and you're going to disconnect. So we can build that muscle, push up by push up, pull up by pull up, one day at a time, and you'll see the value in it. Where that Facebook trade, I demolished Facebook. It was probably my biggest trade to date. I posted it for free everywhere. Everyone thought I was crazy. Like, oh, it's metaverse. Metaverse just came out. You're insane. It's not. It will never see 200 again. Facebook got buried. So this is what I'm saying is, like, people hail these stocks, hail these cryptos. I like to show them that at the end of the day, it's not about what's popular, it's about what's functional. I didn't know that the Apple thing was going to happen and all that stuff was going to play into Facebook decline. What I did know was that the operators and institutional interests said short. So technicals tell you what's happening now. Fundamentals explains it later. You show me a fundamental trader, I'll show you somebody that missed the move. Period. Show me someone that trades on fundamentals and news, I'll show you somebody that missed the move. That kind of rhymes. I need to write that down. Let me jot that real quick. Oh, I'm recording this, so I got it already. So with that being said, AMD is pulling down, but none of this means anything in the grand scheme of things because we already took this trade. This trade is done. I'm done with AMD. I'm holding my 50% positions. AMD has nothing left to talk to me about. We're done. You've already been conquered. I'm on to the next guy. So let's move on to the next guy. Let's try to make some real money. AMD's already AMD. If you want to close AMD, close it. If you're happy with, you're probably at 45% now or 40% now, something like that. Whatever, if you're happy with it, close it. And there's other trades we can get into, and I'm gonna show you what those trades are. Let's see. Airbnb is one of them. Let me see why. I'm gonna give y'all the good one. I'm not gonna hold y'all. So let me show you something about Baidu. So I've had Baidu on my watch list for a while. And Baidu is telling all types of lies, trying to send you long when we all know she wants to go short. We all know this. Let me break down Baidu and why she's just full of lies and why she's going to dump hard and pay out big. Baidu is the next Facebook. So Baidu is in what we call a descending triangle, large structure. It's been in this descending triangle for the last 287 days, which is about what, 8 months, something like that. So in the structure, statistically, that you are more likely to break down towards the downside than the upside. So what is a descending triangle? Descending triangle is when you have the same level lows and lower highs. Let me illustrate. And guys, we're not missing nothing in anywhere. Trust me. Like, the trade was Tuesday. We're about to add to some trades. We're not missing anything. We're in complete control of everything that's happening in the market. We are in the driver's seat. We're sipping lemonade. The only thing we're doing is deciding which paycheck you want. You want Baidu to pay us? You want Coke to pay us? You want Disney to pay us? The only thing we're doing is deciding which name is on our check. That's it. That's all we're doing. And we have time to do that. That's all we're doing today. Which name's on the check? And I'm gonna tell y'all which ones I like. I'll let y'all decide because it makes me no difference. They're all gonna pay. So I'm gonna show you this one. So with Baidu, we have lower highs. This right here. And then on the upside, we have same level lows. I'm gonna change it to blue so it looks cooler. And I might have to take all this crap off because I'm regretting it already having it on here. It just looks and feels tacky and messy and junky, and I hate that. So, Tanetta, what's up? Welcome. So you can see here, I'm gonna see if I can pull this off. And 145 coordinates. And this is also going to be recorded, guys. So if you miss anything, I'll send it to you so you can look over it as well. So we have the same level lows, right, and lower highs. So we're at a perfect place to trade on Baidu. So this is a descending triangle. What does descending triangles tell us? We're going to get a minimum of this move to this move, which is 30%. From the low of this move. So we are at a minimum 30% drop. Boom. Easy to 95.50. That's 1-to-1 is the minimum. But it could be 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2. So Baidu could be saying we're not only dropping 30%, we're dropping closer to 60%, down to $55, $56. We got Baidu dead to rights. Let's go ahead and get that off the way. We got him dead to rights. But okay, descending triangle, Yusuf, whatever. That could be a falling wedge or something. Maybe it's bullets. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, cool, wonderful. I'll give you that. Inside of our descending triangle, Baidu gave us another gift. She said, you know what? I love you guys so much. Let me give you something else to make you feel extra comfortable. We have a bearish flag where price pulls down, consolidates upwards. This is called a bearish flag. What does a bearish flag tell us? The distance from the pole, the flag pole, and the flag, meaning from here to here, is the projected distance at minimum downwards. So what does that mean? Let's do the math. So from here to here is 27%. So that means from the break of this flag, which is here, we have at least a 27% down. What does that get us? 107. So now with confidence, and guys, look, I'm already have the zone, guys. There's a reason why I have this here. I already have the zone. I said 90 to 110. I already have the zone. So at minimum, we're looking at 95 to 107 targets. Minimum. Even if the descending triangle weakens or falls short, which it rarely does statistically, we have two bearish structures, two bearish patterns literally on top of each other, both saying we're going to $95, 97, 95, 107 in that range. Wherever it goes, it's still an incredibly profitable move. So this is what I'm saying. When people say, well, how did you know? I read the charts. You didn't know it went to 200. Go to my Facebook page. I clearly have Facebook going to 200 back when it was 350. Facebook. Do you know how crazy people thought I was for that? Facebook, when it just hit Metaverse, when they just unveiled it, changing the name, I said Metaverse 200. That's different. That type of conviction can only come when you're efficient in reading charts, when you're proficient at reading charts. So here I come again. Y'all haven't lost any money on me yet. Y'all will. I don't like to say I can't wait for it to happen, but in a sense I can't wait for it to happen because there's a false sense of confidence that I also stoke, and I need to lose a trade sooner or later to remind you guys it's not sweet out here, and we can and will get punched in the mouth. I need to lose a trade, but I don't want to lose a trade. I'm not going to intentionally lose a trade. I'm going to kick butt, but at the same time, I don't want anyone over leveraging because they haven't seen me lose a trade, because it's going to be that day that you over leverage and you're out. You're gonna blow an account, be 50% down, the whole 9 yards. So I can only do the very, very best I can and beg you guys, don't over leverage. I don't care if y'all see me win 1,000 times in a row. Do not over leverage. You will blow up. That's just how the game goes. So, but I'm gonna kill it as much as I can possibly kill it and continue killing it. So how we have this on Baidu. Well, let's talk to Baidu. Let's sit down with her, right? Let's pull up the chair. Let's see what she's saying. She has so much on her mind. She has so much on her mind. So let's read the charts. Let's read the chart. Let's do what is so impossible. Let's do what is so difficult, right? Reading a chart? Okay, cool. Common sense, guys. Common sense. And if you guys feel like this isn't common, let me know and I'll break it down any way you want. We have this big engulfing bar on, this is the weekly chart on Baidu on November 15th. And again, guys, y'all not missing nothing in the market. We're already kicking ass. We're good. Don't worry about nothing. If you're worried about your trade, close it, take profit. I'm not. I still got 50% rolling. The most I'm going to do is add to my AMD probably tomorrow or the day afterwards. I'm not worried about AMD. I already crushed AMD. So that being said, we have this big engulfing bar, right? Ignore we're in the fact, we're in this structure, ignore the flag, ignore all of that, right? Then we had an indecision bar. This is a bearish indecision continuation sell bar, and I'll explain to you guys why it is, the whole 9 yards. We'll do that in future sessions, particularly Wednesdays and Sundays. Then we sold down, and we have buyers step in. We can see that buy. We had no wick at the top, but all this wick at the bottom where buyers came back and pushed price up. So guys, I shared this before. I'm going to share it again. Simple math. How long did it take for us to drop versus how long did it take for us to buy? So simple, right? There's exceptions to this because we have, just the same way we have descending triangles, we have ascending triangles, and there's price structures that would invalidate this rationale. I'm giving you guys that, knowing that exists, and I can also deconstruct and explain where that's important and the relevancy of that as well. So we have 1, 2, 3 of selling. Okay, how long did it take for us to buy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So to get back to the same place of interest, it took us 11. 3, 6, 9, you can say 12. Let's call it 12. So you can say it took us almost 4 times as long for the buyers to buy from where the sellers sold. So if that's the case, wouldn't that suggest that the sellers are stronger? If I can push 4 times the weight that you can push in a fraction of the time, that means I'm stronger than you. It's so simple. The sellers are selling harder and faster than the buyers are buying. Time axis, guys. All you have to look at, what are we doing and how long did it take? What are we doing and how long did it take? What are we doing and how long did it take? And these are the things I try to illustrate to people that has nothing to do with the indicator, but it's like it's so obvious and so common sense and so simple, no one wants to look at. No, it can't be that simple. I need something to cross. I need something to bing. I need a buzzer somewhere. I need a big red hand to pop out of a box and slap me. Then it's real. But a simple observation of time and distance, that's too simple, right? Because if it was that simple, like, maybe we'll be professional, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We don't want to be professional. That's crazy. No, it's just that simple. So if I know that it took me almost 4 times as long to get here, then I'm interested. Maybe the bears are in control. Bears mean the sellers. Point 2. How did we drop? Let's not just time it, but how did we drop? Okay, so on this bar, strong close, indecision compression bar, selling continuation bar. We dropped down hard, boom. And then we had this wick bar, but we had a decent close towards the bottom. And then we stayed at the bottom for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks before even popping up. And then when we did pop up, look at these wicks, guys. Price was shooting wicks towards the upside, meaning we're going up. Nah, I really don't want to. I'm trying so hard to go up. God damn it. Back down. Pushing back up. Shit, is heavy up there. Go all the way back down. All right, here I go. Push back up. Fuck. Come right back down. Push back up again. It is deep. I can't take it up there. It's hot. Come right back down. Push back up. Close all the way back down. Dump all the way back down toward the bottom. Collect some strength. What does it do? Pushes back up and still shoots back down. What do y'all need? An invitation? Price is literally telling you in every way, in 12 different languages, it doesn't want to buy. It wants no smoke up there. There's nothing up here he wants. It tried everything it could possibly try. It's done everything it possibly could do, and it keeps getting beat down. So it's extremely more probable that we sell than buy. Can we buy? Absolutely. Would I be wrong? 100%. Obviously, if you bought, I'm wrong. But I'm not telling you if I'm wrong or right. I'm not telling you what price is going to do. I'm telling you, based on the data that we have, what's the most probabilistic event. That's the only thing I'm doing. So price alone has showed you that it doesn't want to buy. But what is it going to do before it sells? It's going to buy. It's going to show you long and then take you short. And how would it do that? Earnings. It dumped down, pumped up on earnings. So now all Baidu has to do is go to sleep. Why? Because the retail's already long. They went long here. They went long here. They're long. Baidu has captured all the contracts long. So now the only thing Baidu has to do now is sell. And who's going to sell it? This guy. This guy's going to sell it. Or I can sell whatever else. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be Baidu. But Baidu's about to dump. Okay, so let's go to we're on the weekly time frame. We don't trade on weekly time frame. Let's go to a daily time frame. See how that looks. Daily time frame shows pretty much the same consistent thing. Let's go to an hourly time frame. Oh, look at that bar. So beautiful. So beautiful. What am I looking at right here? Look at the structure. All this structure just got broken. All this structure, right? all this structure. We had these shoot downs on these wicks. All that just got broken. So without knowing a thing, all I have to do, I could either get in this trade and chase it. I could chase it down, or I could let this hourly bar around the hourly time frame close, get a little bit of a pullback in this area. Good night. That's the trade. How do you find your support and resistance use of wicks, candle wicks? How do you find your support and resistance use of candle wicks, price action, price structure? That's it. So simple. I don't have an indicator on the chart. My indicator is a tool for me so that when I'm sleepy, when I'm tired, I don't make mistakes. It slaps me in the face. Say, hey, you should wake up. That's not what it says. Because I'm human. Sometimes especially if I'm winning a whole bunch of trades and I'm tired, I'll just get on like, oh yeah, that's what that is. I'll just trade and I'll go about my business. My indicator keeps me safe. Nah, user, that's not what we're looking at. Shut up. Here you go. Look at this. But do I need my indicator? Absolutely not. Do you need my indicator? Absolutely not. Is it the greatest indicator on earth? Absolutely, it is. 100%. You'll never find one better. Never. It doesn't exist. Because my indicator is built on price action, price structure, Elliott waves, key levels, momentum, and volume. So you can't find one better. There's not a more profitable one. And this is going to be public knowledge very soon. Very soon. But forget my indicator. I'm trying to teach you guys how to trade butt naked in the wild, how to hunt your own fish, kill your own deer. That's what I'm on. I'm anti-indicator, myself included, because I'm about empowering you guys to read your own charts, make your own decisions, manage your own risk, and analyze these stocks, cryptos, whatever, independently of anything. And that's how you create surgeons. That's how you create snipers, not by, pacifying them and give them a little tool. And, no, I'm going to teach you guys. The right way to analyze these markets. So let me take a look at AMD, see what it's doing, just to tap in on it, because that's dumping. AMD might be dumping. AMD's pushing up a little bit, but it's not really doing much. I told you guys on AMD, and I'm going to spill the beans again. This is the area right in here. I'm looking for pullbacks on AMD, 118, 119, something like that. So that was another reason why I was okay with closing half my positions, because of AMD. It can pull back up into this area. We have a lot of structure here that we just flew through. So whenever you see prices fly through structure, there's a fair opportunity we might retest that structure. So this was all that price structure where we were looking at the 15-minute chart, that we're now looking at it on the hourly chart. We may not get back up here, but up here would be an ideal area to start looking to add into shorts. And guys, I explained this to y'all yesterday. Nothing has changed. I'm not changing anything. If you ever catch me changing anything, go off mute. Put something in the messaging. Hold me up, because it's so important that y'all understand that the texture is different when you're working with someone that's actually showing y'all how to plan, how to prepare, how to execute these trades. It's a completely different thing. So there's people that pretend it, and there's people that actually really do it, myself being one of them. So always hold me accountable. If I say, oh, it's a short. No, wait, it's a long. No, we're going here. No, wait, we're going there. No, wait. No, none of that. You'll never hear it. I told you guys Monday that if we dump down here, I'm looking for a potential pullback, and then we're going to sell back down again. We dump down here, I'm looking for a potential pullback, and I'm looking to sell back down again. I took one swing trade position, I closed half of it, and on this pullback, for you guys that say, oh, this is slow money. Yes, it is. It is slow money. It's good money. It's a little slow money. But if we got a pullback in here, fellas, this is where we put on our weeklies. This is where we put on our bi-weeklies. This is where we feast. We don't feast in here, because in here is dangerous. We could have went up. We could have double top. We don't feast in here. We feast in here. This is where we eat. This is where we come on, AMD, pull on up. It's nice up here. The water is warm. Pull up. I'm not worried about my position I took here. This position is fine. I closed half. I took some money. I'm not worried about this position, AMD. Come up here. See how she's acting? As soon as I said that, she pulled down. Hater. She's a hater. She's a hater. Look at her. She don't want to come up here no more. But my point is, whether she comes up here or not, this is where I'm going big at. This is where I'm taking my weeklies and my bi-weeklies. Up here, not in here. What if she never comes up here? Fine. I'll hold my position. I'll make my money. That's it. There'll be other trades. I'm not going to chase her and go big down here. No, that's not my plan. I told y'all my plan from Monday, and nothing is going to change my plan. She comes up here, I'm going to lay it on thick if she comes up here. If she doesn't, cool. I'll just, hold my other position and ride. No problem. No problem at all. There's other things to trade. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set my alert. And this way, me and AMD, we're done for tonight. I'm going to set it here a little bit lower. So even if she gets close up there, I'll be alerted. But if we don't come back up to at least 118, 25, I'm holding my position. I'm not adding to that. That's garbage. I need high entry quality positions. So there you go. Not worried about it. So what else can we do? AMD's done. Let's not talk about AMD. Not until she does something that we care about. Ooh, excuse me. This is my short list. And I'll send you guys this as well. AMD don't want no smoke. She don't want no problems at all. I can see how this is going to play out. Yeah, so anyway, CRM. I love CRM. CRM just double top for me. This is top one. Where am I at? This is top one. This is top two. Why is this a double top? Some would call this a V-shaped recovery, but they don't know what the hell they're talking about. But we pull down, and the second top is a little bit longer than the first, and that will indicate we're dropping down even lower. And I love how this daily bar is printing. I love it. I love how this daily bar is printing. If we close lower on this daily bar than this bar, that's a strong indication to sell. Strong indication. It's a little bit on the low side, but I'll have no problem reselling it back down towards the bottom at 180 easily. Not a problem. I like LAC a lot. I don't know I think they do batteries or something. But this is a really good setup that I do like to look in a short. Macy's. I like Macy's a lot. Macy's, listen, I'm watching Macy's, and I understand what is looking to try to fool retail into believing, but Macy's is going away. She's going away. She's going to drop big, big, big. I have Macy's coming down to $16, $20 minimum, really more like 15. Really big. Sand, I don't know what they do, to be honest. But they're also looking to make a move down. Snap. Ooh, I should be in Snap right now. Hold on. We might have to get this guy going. All right, Snap. I gotta do it to you. All right, this is not a drill. we're gonna have to put Snap to bed. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Oh, ooh, yeah. I like this. So Snap is gonna fill this entire gap. So Snap is a nice little play. So what we're gonna do with Snap, we're not gonna rush into it. We open down really big. I want to see a little bit of recovery on this pull down. If there's no recovery, there's no trade for me. I'll be looking at this level next in order to take a trade. But I need a recovery from this pull down. It's too big of a drop. It's $2.50. It's too big of a drop. But I like Snap a lot on the sell down to fill this gap back down to $25. Snow. Yeah, so Snap, Snow, they're doing the same thing. A lot of these are opening really low, but they're opening low a little bit too strong to jump in right away. So with Snow, same thing. We can't get a pullback on Snow. I'm looking to short Snow after we get below 250. But ideally, I want to see a little bit of a pullback back to 260 before I get back into it. Potatoes, for some people, for me, it makes a huge difference. Same thing with TTWO. We're ready on TTWO, actually. We're right here. Yeah, so TTWO can get it too. So I'm putting these in my mental notes as well, because I'm gonna start looking for contracts with them that make sense. So TTWO Snap, I like those a lot. Upstart, I'm about to do Upstart so bad. So bad. Upstart, I like Upstart a lot as well. This is a double top to a correction move. So basically you're looking at let me see here. Let me go on the weekly. Yeah, so you're looking at this right here as being the top right here on Upstart. And I went on the weekly just so you can kind of see it a little bit better. But this is all major resistance on Upstart. Guys, these are gifts. These are gifts. And I'm only going to, I never show my short list. So if you're here, you're getting gems you can follow up on and ask me about. And we could trade in addition to the daily stuff I already do. I'm not gonna do this often. Maybe not ever again. I work hard to find certain names, and I want to make sure we have a special relationship if I give y'all these names. These names right here are going to pay out big, and they don't. And these are names a lot of traders aren't even looking at. They're focused on Tesla and Microsoft. They're not even looking at some of these names. But guys, this name right here, Upstart, easily coming back down here to retest these lows. Easily come back down here to retest these lows. Very good trade. 145, 150-ish, back down to 190. Amazing trade opportunity. It's setting up very, very well. And I've already talked to you guys about Baidu as far as what that's going to do. So honestly, some of my favorite names right now, Baidu, Upstart, and Snap. I'm going to take the rest of the stuff off. These are my favorite names, and I'll send that to you. Ooh, should I put missions on? Nah. These three names are going to make you guys some money. No, not financial advice, no promises, no guarantee. Don't listen to me. Snap, Upstart, and Baidu. Those are like some of my favorite names to take another shellacking within the days and weeks to come. So let's take a look at SPY, see what SPY is doing real quick. SPY's not doing much. Kind of recovering a little bit, just like AMD is. Let me take a look at AMD real quick. Yeah, so guys, looking at AMD on the daily time frame, again, we had 1, 2, 3 candle bars pushing up, big candle bar. Then we had a candle bar probably a third of this candle bar size with a little bit of wick on the top. Then we had a candle bar that's maybe 70% of this candle bar size, but more wick at the top than the bottom. Next candle bar, boom, we crack low. This is what's dangerous, guys. And what I need y'all to pay attention is that we cleared the low of this daily candle bar. We also cleared the low of this daily candle bar. That's a problem. So that's why even yesterday, I was like, I love the shorts. Is because when you have one candle bar clearing the low of these two candle bars that were a continuation from this big bullish breakout bar, that's letting you know. And then these bars got smaller and smaller. The wicks got on the last one got significantly larger. That's letting you know there's a massive change in direction as far as the trade. So this daily bar, the only thing it's doing for me is giving me a shorting opportunity. There is almost nothing that could happen today to make me go long. Almost nothing. Of course, there's a few events that could make me. Actually, there's nothing. Well, it would have to like be a bar that closes way above here. That could make me go long. But next to that, there's almost nothing that can make me go long today. That can make me close out of my positions. It's done. The story has been read. what's happening is happening. So yeah, AMD can do whatever it wants. I'm gonna check AMD around 10:30, then I'm gonna check it around noon. And the only reason why I'm checking it is to see if I could sell it again. That's it. That's the only reason why I'm checking it. I'm gonna check it at 10:30. I'm gonna check it noon. I'm gonna see if I can sell it again. But outside of that, um, I will if I take a Baidu trade because Baidu's dumping right now. I'll post that in the group. So here are my trade times and my trade hours. 8:30 market opens. 10:30 market changes. 12 market changes. 2 o'clock market changes. So you don't have to be in my channel, in our channel, all day, every day. But just around those times, make sure you peek at it. Well, do you post anything? Keep your alerts on, your notifications on. Do you post anything? And then always, 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 guys, if you're in a trade, please come back to the Discord 5-10 minutes before the market closes. Come at 3 p.m. CST. Let's call it 2:45 p.m. CST. Because I might have a last minute decision, a last minute change of heart, a last minute to close because we might be in a position like the AMD we're in. Let me pull up AMD again so I can help you guys understand what happened, what we're looking at. Guys, AMD is a coward. Come up here. Come up here. If you come up here, I'm going to make you regret it. Just come up here. Feed my putts. But AMD sold all the way down here. And that was around 11 o'clock, right? And then by 2 o'clock, we're way down here. So when we're way down here, it's like, okay, if we just drop $10 on AMD, like, all right, maybe we should close half. That's a big move on any account under any market conditions. That's a huge, huge move. So yeah, come, take a little profit off and hold for the rest. It's not a problem. So I don't think AMD's will give us another re-entry right now. It's being weak. A low re-entry on AMD is like at 113, but that's not a reason to re-enter because we're already holding our positions. So there's really no trade on AMD. The trade on AMD is either be happy with your profits that you made yesterday or continue holding. That's the trade. But outside of that, yeah, AMD is not doing anything worth talking about. Upstart, same thing. I need to pull back on Upstart. Upstart's dumping. I know, I see it, guys. I'm seeing it with you. But again, we have all this structure on Upstart. Oh crap. We have all this structure on Upstart we just broke out of. We just broke out of it. So I want to see us come back and retest the structure, the bottom of it a little bit, and then I'll sell it down. And if I take any one of these trades, I will post it for you guys. I will at everyone so you guys can have it. I'm all for you guys making the most money as possible. But again, I know it's not cool. I'm like the old grandpa on the porch. You gotta be safe, guys. And my buddy Tim, he brought up an amazing point yesterday when he said, "Hey, Biden speaking, and I'm looking at, and as he's telling me this, in my mind, I'm like, man, but we have so much more to drop." But then I'm looking at the chart, and I saw we dropped so much already. It's like, he's right. We dropped $10 on AMD. It's not super high impact news, but it's still news. So yeah, I mean, he's right. You got to protect. So if you ever contacted me about being safe, there's a really good chance I'm going to listen to you. I'm never going to be like, nah, forget that. Let's go to the casino. Let's race. So my mind is very open to safe practices. Now, if you come to me and say, hey, let's put 50% on this trade, we know what's happening, I'm not very open to that. But I'm very, very open to safe practices that will keep your account size safe. I'm always open to that, and I'm very likely to not only listen, but to make an announcement to everyone else. If you bring to me any suggestion that will keep your account size safe, I'm all for that, always. So right now, there's really nothing for us to do other than what we did yesterday. Hold our trades, and then hopefully we'll start getting some pullbacks in these areas so that we can reposition all the way down. But I'm not chasing this trade. I don't chase trades. It's not what I do. I do think this is a beautiful M double top, and we're going to not only sell down and break this low, but we're going to break way lower than this. I think this is just an M top, and we're going to break way lower, meaning we're going to get about 35% down from the downside of that. So I think we're going to go easily back down here, $65. So knowing, not knowing, but having a high suspicion of where we're going to go is even more conviction for me not to freak out and make a haste move. But this was a great breakout, though. Looking at it, this was a great breakout. I don't like playing breakout trades necessarily, but if you would have played this breakout trade with a break of this wick, you're in profit and you're a rock star, and I'll be so happy for you. But I like breakout retest trades more so than anything. So I'm waiting for that retest to confirm. And I'm so confident looking at this market structure that we're going to continue selling. It almost makes me not even want to wait, just want to just get in the trade. But I'm going to exercise the same discipline that has made me money over all these years, and I'm not going to rush into it. I'm going to just let it play out a little bit and then take it down. So, yeah, that's what I got for today. Today, our trade for today is hold your trade, and then let's wait for a retest on some of these breakouts so we can reposition. Does anybody have any questions, any concerns, any updates, anything in regards to like trades you're in, getting into a trade, anything like that? AMD will not come back up.
What's gold doing, Yusuf?
Barrett Gold, it should be pumping. If we're dropping here, Barrett Gold should be going up. Yeah, so we're pumping a little bit on Barrett Gold. Let me look on the daily. Yeah, so we're kind of the same area, but this should break out as well. This should break out as well. We should break out towards the upside on Barrett Gold. We're talking about Barrett Gold or gold as in
Go.
excuse me. That's it. Gold should be pumping too, if anything. Yeah, gold is still pumping. This right here was a breakout bar over here. This is where your level of resistance was. So what gold did is basically retest that level, and now we're pushing higher. So I would expect gold at minimum to fill this wick. So if I was trading gold, I'd be looking at this area right here to fill back in 1975. At minimum, that's where I would be. Yep. Yeah, man, that's if you guys have no more questions, that's really about it for today. Pay attention to Discord. I will post my trades if I get into a trade in Discord. I'm looking at 10:30, noon, and 2 p.m. CST. Right now, I'm just holding, sipping my lemonade in the shade. Nothing to really do. Another thing I'm going to do next week. So right now, I'm giving you guys a lot of like swing trade ideas. But for the people that have $10,000 in their account or more, we're going to start doing a lot more day trades where we're taking trades and getting out of trades within that same day with weekly and bi-weekly contracts. So that was really supposed to start this week, but the type of market condition really wasn't a perfect. I mean, yesterday we could have day traded yesterday, but it would have been way riskier had we taken a weekly on that trade. We would have made a ton more money, but it would have been a way riskier trade at the same time. So for the people that have larger accounts, we're going to start day trading. Or the people that don't have day trade restrictions on their accounts, we're going to day trade, get you in and out these trades every single day while we're still taking swing trades. And for the people that have smaller accounts, when I say day trade restrictions, it's not me, it's the broker. So like E-Trade, they'll say you can only trade 3 trades within 5 trading days or something like that. So 3 trades per 5 days. So basically 3 trades a week. So you can say that. So 3 trades a week. So I have to kind of put you in a little bit longer of a trades because I'm gonna give you an example. If I put you in a day trade, right, and you lose that day trade, and I put you in another day trade and you win it, and I put you another day trade and you win it. That's it. So in order, if I'm looking at the market and say, hey, there's 10 possible day trades I could take a week, and you can only participate in 3 of them, day trades are at a lower probability. I'm hitting day trades at 70, 80%, swing trades at 95%. So if I put you in one day trade and you lose it, it's really a big deal because you can only take 3 trades a week. Where if I put someone else in a day trade and lose it, it's not that big of a deal because they could take 10, 15, 20 day trades. So we can recover it the same day and continue taking 2, 3 trades every single day. So I'm gonna continue giving you guys great swing trades that can make you a ton of money, God willing. With we just keep doing what we do. And for the people that have a little bit more capital and they want to get after it, let's get after it, and we'll day trade all the way to the bank. So I'm done here. Hit me up, inbox me, message me any questions. This is recorded. I'll post it, and see you guys on the side.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks, bro.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good morning.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, King.
Appreciate you, bro.